Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FF7R1. I am your host, the Lore Runner. I, somewhat infamously, as you may or may not be aware, have covered this game. Have covered this game. That is to say, FF7. I think 3 total times. 1, 2, 3. Nope, 4. I'm wrong. 4 times. Once in a terrible, awful, and dumb rumination that I wanted to lead. Once in a terrible, awful, and dumb marathon I wanted to lead. Once during the lore run, and once during the review, which was just earlier this year. And I've talked about FF7 quite a bit. I've analyzed it quite a bit. I've dug into it from a speedrunning perspective, from a game design perspective, from a storytelling perspective. I think we'd all agree on one thing. FF7 sucks. What I mean by that is that FF7 is an exceptionally flawed game, but obviously is very relevant to a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. And a lot of it care. The lore run was the only time I was referencing Dream Whisperer. There's the rumination, the marathon, the lore run, because there was only one actual lore run, and the review. You guys think I'm joking. I would love to delete some of my older VODs. I would do it without hesitation if you guys didn't protest. That's not a joke. Just gone. That would be the review, my kimono, that we did earlier this year. So, this brings me back to my core overall point and idea here. And that is that don't be a dick. No, I said don't be a dick. I'm not even looking at that donation. You guys can wait. That is all I request of you. That is really my only rule. That's it. If you love the remake, that's awesome. Don't be a dick about it. If you hate the remake, that's awesome. Don't be a dick about it. That's it. That's the rule. Okay? The end. I 100% anticipate that people will dislike this. After all, I did get some, just a little bit. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't get a lot of negative feedback on my FF7 review. And I reviewed FF7 worse than most people probably would. I figured more people would be upset about that, but I only had one person really who was a dick about it, and I banned his ass. So, what? He'd been a troll for 6 years. I actually brought this up. He had been a troll for 6 years. I put up with him too long. No, gone. Let's try that again. There we go. Now, I still love FF7. In fact, I've actually been in the mood to play it lately, and I can do that because I have it on the Switch. But I do want to mention that, before we go into this, I want to give one last thing, and that is my mentality. And I know, this actually came up. We were talking about this. We were playing Crash, of all things. This actually came up. I know this is just my mentality, but if you're going to do a remake, in my opinion, remake it. Really remake it. Really shove through and change and alter. My opinion. Now, I want to explain my opinion. Hang on. Let me rewind a second and explain this. Because if you're going to touch up gameplay problems and, fix old gameplay issues, sure, that's fine. Phantasy Star Online. Phantasy Star 1. I keep confusing that. Phantasy Star 1 is a good example of this, because they polished and fixed several gameplay aspects of it in order to make it a more enjoyable game, but otherwise they didn't touch it. See, that's not a remake, though, at that point. That's just a type of a port, a form of a remaster, and that's fine. And I'm totally cool with that, because there are quite a few other and older games that it's just hard to play, right? Like, I myself have trouble going back to playing Fallout 1, for example. Or Dragon Quest 1 on the NES, right? Older games have some issues in several cases, especially when they're trying to do something complicated. So, trying to do a remaster or port, sure, I'm with that. But if you're going for a remake, to kind of get back to my original point, in my opinion, freaking do it. Don't pull a Warcraft 3 remastered and make the game worse. Don't... How do I phrase this? It feels to me like it would be a waste if all you did was take the original and put a shine and polish on it. You know, and I can explain the reason why very simply. I'm going to use Warcraft 3 as my example here. Because, you know what Warcraft 3 is? A good game. Now, okay, this is actually a bad example, I just realized that. But I was about to say, I can go back and play Warcraft 3 right now, and it's still fun, right? I could go back and play Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past right now, not addressing that. I'm ignoring all donations until I'm done talking. You could go back and play Link to the Past right now, and it's fun. You could go back and play FF7 right now, and it's fun. If you're going to do a remake, in my opinion, you should go full tilt. That is just my opinion. But again, as long as they don't pull a Blizzard and actually remove the previous version from existence, the old is still there and can and should still be enjoyed for what it is, my opinion. We actually were talking about this with regards to FF7 with Lore Reloaded, who actually joined me during one of the streams previously this week. And I didn't want to talk about FF7 because I've been trying to massively no-mend this, and I've been failing because everyone's giving me their opinions on the game. But point being, we were talking about with regards to Deep Space Nine. You know, if someone came out with a remake of Deep Space Nine right now, and let's assume it's good, but different, he mentioned that that would bother him. And I'm with that. I get the feeling of that bothering him. But again, my overall point is that DS9 is still there. If you don't like the remake, that's understandable. And there's probably plenty of legitimate grievances that can be laid at its feet. But I don't think don't change things is an acceptable response to those grievances. My opinion. I think they should change things and hope they're actually good. And try to make them actually good. And try to make a good game. I would say RE2R is a proper remake. My opinion. That being stated, I am not a fan of the Resident Evil series, so that might be an invalid opinion. But yes, I absolutely think RE2R qualifies as a proper remake. I haven't played RE3R, so I don't know if that is or not. So I can't actually speak to that. Yeah, actually, a perfect example of what I'm talking about, and this was actually brought up right just Sam, is Battlestar Galactica. For those of you not aware, there are two Battlestar Galactica shows. One back in the 70s, which is cheesy and ridiculous and fun. You know, there's some good stuff there. And then there's Battlestar Galactica, which came out late 90s, early aughts. I forget the exact timing. It was after Deep Space Nine. And it was very, very different. And it should have been. My opinion. Now, there's always the proviso of quality. I'm mentioning all of this in a vacuum of quality, you'll notice. And that's because quality is kind of completely, in my opinion, segregate from change. Which is really the point I'm trying to make at its core. If this is just like the original but is still a good game, okay. I mean, I feel like that's a shame, but it's still a good game. If this is substantially different and completely overhauled, and is a good game, then it's a good game. And that's really, ultimately, the thing I care about more than anything else, is the actual quality of the work. Which, of course, everyone's going to have different opinions on, because we're human beings, and that's awesome. Video games are awesome. Let's discuss. But first, I need to say a couple of thank yous, because people were donating during that. Thank you, Kira White Noise. Very much appreciate the sub. Towards Sunless Sea. I remembered. I didn't even type it down. I remembered it. And that brings me to the big donation that happened in the middle there. That was from Veldrin, who didn't... I want everyone in chat to murder Veldrin horribly with donuts, please. But while I say thank you very, very much, Veldrin.
dedication will be rewarded.
Very much obliged and appreciate, Veldrin. Thank you. The reason you're being murdered is because you didn't put it to anything. So what would you like to put that towards? Does a proper remake require story changes? Unfortunately, I now have to ask you a question. What does a story change? Because, let me use Final Fantasy IV as an example here. Let's try and stay on topic. What the heck is your name on this list? God, too many people donated today. There you are. Colin Peluso, 5. Xenogears. Ahem. So we get into... You got it, sir. Okay, everyone stop killing him. So we get into... And Love Baltazar jumped in there, I saw. It's all the Unity love. Thank you very much, Love Baltazar. Final Fantasy IV DS. Now, did FF4 DS change the story? Well, that's a good question, because it depends on how you define it. And everyone's going to define that differently, and that's basically my point. You guys are killing me. Thank you very much, the Blackout. Very much appreciated. I put that towards KOTOR 2. Because, let's say FF4, there are some people... Damn it, Dakota. There are some people who will say that FF4 DS changed the story because it added minor spoilers for FF4. It added significant and substantial... I'm ignoring that donation. Substantial changes to the characterization for quite a few characters. The most obvious ones being Kain and Golbez. It also added significant backstory as well as changed the tone of a lot of scenes, right? Did that change the story? And do you see the point of why I'm asking this? Because everyone's going to give a different answer to that question. Some are going to say yes, and some are going to say no, depending on what you define as a change to the story. So, in answer to that question, my answer is yes and no, depending on how you define it. Because FF4DS is still at its core FF4, and ergo, I'm totally down with them changing the story in the manner that they did. Because they didn't just add onto it. That's why I'm using FF4 as a specific thing. They actually changed several things, basically retconned several things to change their perspective or add new perspective onto them. I'm trying to dodge over specific spoilers, but you get the point. It's still FF4, but they did actually change characterization and plot at several points, and world building for that matter. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Vibryson. Actually, we have Vibryson. During the lore run, we did a restoration mod run. When we do the review, we will not be using any mods. And thank you very much for the sub, which I'm putting towards KOTOR 2. So you see why I'm kind of dancing around this question of should things be changed or should things not be changed? Oh, I have no idea, Pika. It depends entirely on sales figures. The quality of this game means nothing for whether or not it will actually get an episode 2. Only how much it's sold. Yeah, exactly. It's up to you, and it's always going to be, it depends. This is one of the reasons I'm so hesitant to put down such an absolute distinction onto this one. The only way to actually tell if it's any good or not would be to play it. Yeah, I need to find that clip someone made of me discussing why my reviews, the nature of how my reviews work, and how they are not objective. Because it was a great clip, and I need to just save that. Gonna turn the difficulty down, because screw you. I always have remember on. Static. Dial again, speaker name, dial again, speaker name. in double invert, of course. Yes, that's the one, hazardous. I know I put it into the crash highlight, but I need to pull that out and click it or something. So, first thought, not super impressed by the options. Shrug. I just said double invert. Come on. Come on, game. This has nothing to do with Death of the Author, Gum Gum. In the distant future, all is devastation. Wait, this is the intro to Warcraft 3, isn't it?
Get down here, Merc.
Nope, that's it. We're done. So that was a good game. I hope you guys enjoyed this rumination analysis on FF7R1. Tune in next time for more My Little Pony. I don't think I'm ever going to not have a bad sense of humor. But I do think I am going to have to pencil in some positives, and a negative already. Attention to detail, brickwork, doodad placement, and general graphics fidelity. And Pipeliner Jim, he is definitely a positive. I'm debating if this is story or gameplay negative. Because, and I have to point it out, because I'm already sick of it, the anime grunts. We just saw a cutscene which was 12 seconds long, which had something like 7 different anime grunts from 3 separate characters. 4, because the guard grunted too. I get that anime grunting is a thing, but a little excessive. Thank you very much, Pipeliner Jim. Very much appreciated as always, sir. Thank you. If you happen to know where you want to put that, let me know. Otherwise, everyone will kill you horribly. We'll see if that goes away, or gets codified, or gets doubled down on. I'm not doing an anime grunt counter, because holy crap, we're already at the point where I need to have like 7 or so. Hang on, so we had 1 from the guard, and then we had the 1 for Barrett, and we had the 1 from Cloud, and then we had the other 1 from Cloud. Why are grunts a negative? I don't know how to answer that. It's irritating and out of place, and it makes me wonder what the heck I'm looking at and listening to. Oh yeah, there's also a Jesse and Biggs one. There we go. Oblivion, you got it. I think story, because it's actually taking me out of the scene. So, it's also... Whose grunt caused the negative? Yes, hard-boiled one. I'm not sure we've had a character who has not grunted yet. No, Eris didn't. So that's true. Let's see. No, I cannot. Okay, well, whatever.
Halt! Who goes there?
You're up.
Yep, that's nice.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see him.
So there's 3 more. 4. 5.
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
Oh, right.
Enough of this. It's over. Let's go.
Anime grunts don't usually bug me that much. They're just really excessive. We already mentioned this in the demo. Funny fact, I actually got a lot of flack for that negative I mentioned in the demo. I get it. Doesn't bother everyone. Bugs the crap out of me. Not objective.
Drop the weapon.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just did twice max time.
What'd he say? You're coming with us!
Can't get surrounded. That's that. Not bad.
Hey, they got bomb drinks here, guys. Check it out. Actually, they're called Red Lords, excuse me. They also have clear icicle mineral water. Alright. What else we got here? Shinra, merging innovation with creation. What we do for Midgar and for you. Then some Japanese I can't read. We work hard so you can live well. Shinra Construction. Also, there's a train station, train setup thing here. Yeah, also there. Double language. Oh yeah, someone asked, are we still... Oh, there we go. Now we can open up the menu. There we go. Couldn't open up earlier. Language options are English, Japanese, and French. Yeah, and we have what appears to be lightning pushed in there. Maybe it's fire. I don't know. There's a green one in there. And then a nothing. God, what kind of noob are we? I'd make a joke here, but I don't want to spoil the game. See the world through her eyes. With Shinra X sensor technology. Interesting. Yes, I know, Seraphim. Do me a favor, by the way. Can we go ahead and pull the backseating to actually 0? Like, I know I'm actually pretty lenient about backseating for the most part, but I'd appreciate it if we actually just completely nilled this one. I have a specific reason for it, and I can explain it if I have to. But I've already had people telling me, you should do this and this and that and that and this and that and this and that. And I'd rather find that out myself through the game, especially to figure out if the game itself actually tells you how to do those things. It's important to judge how well a game tutorializes. So, zip it. Please.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us.
Exactly, Kay.
I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When
Aw,
it's done-
shake his hand! Shake his hand! Come on. Also, that was about 5 grunts in 1 second there.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
And yes, that's Gideon Emery as Wedge or Biggs. I forget which.
You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud?
Apparently Biggs.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
him, boy! Hey!
Looks like you're next. Let's get this over with. Nothing to it.
I found one!
Get ready. That's that. Let's go.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
A lot of Mako canisters around here. Suppose I should check a few things here. What do we got? Actually, let's do this here. There we go. Although, actually, I'm curious. Check in a second. Just checking. Don't mind me.
This way. Huh, not so fast. We've got company.
Job's a job. Enough. It's over. Not bad.
Would Cloud really be the tank, though? I mean, he's kind of the DPS, if you think about it. I've swapped back and forth a few times, Rex, and will continue to do so. But for now, I'm mostly testing how much you can swap on the fly, which is more important to me than... Well, that's not fair. Which is important to me. Actually, we are currently on normal. Yeah, but only during Warlords, all materia. Then they got rid of that talent because they're stupid.
Come on, Cloud.
Pick up the pace!
Come on, let me shake his hand! Let me shake his hand!
I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others. Keep them safe, please. Don't worry about me. Go. I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Wait, there's no tape inside?
I'm watching you.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon. Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door!
Oh, wait!
Did he have an earring in the original?
That's my line.
It's...
He's alone! We can take him! Make it rain!
See ya. Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
Hang on, we got a meme really quick. It's very important. Yeah, we're done memeing. Wait. One. Let's get one over
I
there.
got this place covered.
Just the one. Come on. Come on, game. Give me one. Give me one.
Well, what are you waiting for?
There we go.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? Then we're good.
Careful in there.
Huh.
I got this place covered.
So, you noticed that, right? The inference that we're being led in here. Which kind of lines up nicely with what's going to be happening in a minute, which I do already know because I played the demo. Okay, you are not allowed to bring in corrosive agents, toxic substances, flammable substances, unauthorized agents. No toxicity, guys, sorry. Can't actually bring it in.
Security is only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
Yeah, sure. Hang on a sec. I need to look at you very closely. I swear there's a good reason. So, you'll notice the mesh on her is actually less detailed than it was in cutscenes. That's interesting. I thought I noticed that earlier. Because it does a transition thing whenever it goes between, you know, taking over the camera and putting you back into gameplay camera mode. And I thought for just a second I saw that. I don't know what this is actually called. But there's this thing... There's this thing where it gets more detailed the closer you are to it. You know, Just Cause 2 is probably one of the most overt examples that I can think of. And it looks like they're doing something similar here. LOD, whatever that stands for. I'll take your word on it. Anyways, I was just curious. Also, she looks... I'm trying to think how to phrase this as simply as I possibly can. Like, her overall visual style approaches itself towards Tifa's approach. And the thing that really actually made me think of that is the fact that her eyes are a kind of a deep brown, which you usually don't see in general when it comes to fiction, especially amongst females. They always have beautiful blue eyes or beautiful green eyes or whatever, which I've always remembered because Tifa actually has brown eyes. But anyways.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Well, this is new.
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
See? Brown eyes.
Tifa and I...
Meanwhile, in my office...
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life.
No, that was your son.
Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
Barrett, no offense, but Cloud could probably kill you in like 5 seconds, dude.
And more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
I also love how Cloud is utterly unintimidated.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
She's short, too.
Should have asked for more money.
Cloud isn't exactly tall, and she's shorter than him. No, see, the problem, and I actually really hope this game continues this, is that Barrett is an amateurish buffoon. Now, that's not an insult. That's a statement of fact. Barrett is a guy who's angry and who happens to have enough charisma and intellect to throw together the beginnings of a plan. So, you know, he is an angry small fish in a big pond. Yeah, I actually have honestly thought many times that if he had not happened into Cloud, to be perfectly blunt, he probably would have just died in the first chapter and not even been part of the story, really. He would have been a background NPC, and that would have been the end of it, right? And yeah, as a reminder, in the FF7 Extended Works, he didn't even come up with the plan to bomb this reactor. It was a plan he borrowed from the original Avalanche group. Which is doubly funny, because if you remember, his second plan is, let's just do it again, and go hit Reactor 5. Which, of course, turns out incredibly terribly.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me. Ugh. Now for the real show.
No, don't... whatever.
Suck on this! Ain't no thing!
I could see that, Melkor. At least if we're assuming that Bannon wasn't in with the Empire to begin with, which I do still think.
Give them hell! Do your job, Murphy!
Shut up and move over.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Must have missed it.
Again, to be clear, none of this is an insult. I'm not saying Barrett's dumb and I hate him. I'm saying Barrett's dumb and it's awesome. There is a value to properly written stupidity.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Shouldn't they be green? So, I'm just going to jot down 2 potential gameplay positives for music and music direction. No, I take that back. Let's just call it Yoshi drums, which is effectively music direction. Actual music direction would probably be a story thing, which I haven't really seen yet. Not counting the intro. Yeah, actually, you guys can make fun of me for this, but I spent a weirdly large amount of time this morning trying to make sure that this was just the right shade of green. I even had a picture up comparing side by side and grabbing the actual color hex code.
Come on, then.
I also really like this mix. I need to grab the soundtrack at some point. Barrett, do you mind? I can't tell if you're joking or not, Wilking. Just occurred to me, I need to jot down another potential gameplay negative. Or rather, a potential gameplay negative. This is actually from the demo, so I don't know if it'll be true or not. We're gonna have to pay attention to it. And in summary, it is party members, when not controlled, suck. Like Secret of Mana style, to use a direct comparison. If you remember during the demo, when you were not controlling someone, they might as well not have even been there. You know, doing very, very little damage, not filling the ATB bar, and not using the ATB bar. Yeah, the AI was basically brain dead. And that kind of sucks. I feel like there's a lot they could do with that. With, I don't know, a gambit system. Or proper co-op. Thank you very much, Justin T. Very much appreciated as always, sir. Thank you. And yeah, it's funny because Kingdom Hearts 3, they finally figured out how to make Donald and Goofy actually worth a damn. I know. Concurrent development, blah, blah, blah. 1977, RE3R. You got it. Yeah, I will give them credit during the demo, again, speaking from the demo. The party members will properly dodge. I can never think of the term. It's a terminology for types of things you avoid, like in FF14 or in Wildstar. There's like a specific term for that.
Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Telegraphs. That's the proper term. That's the actual industry term. That's what I was trying to think of. So they will actually, at least during the demo, Barrett or a Cloud, whoever you weren't controlling, would actually avoid telegraphs properly. So, you know, that's better than nothing. If they didn't avoid telegraphs, that would actually be a concrete negative, no question.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk!
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening. Time. Burn.
Hey! It's not moving!
Let's pin it down. Give it all you've got.
Of course. It just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again. No time to complain. I see. Now. Now's our chance. Go.
You don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
No escape.
Well, yeah, that's...
First.
Huh?
Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
It was in the original bio. A lot of the FF stuff from about 4 till about 9 used a lot of leitmotifs. Which is, I hate to turn down the music. I'm gonna turn that way down. Yeah, I saw him next time. Cloud's low 20s, I don't remember where exactly, though. I remember it distinctly because he was one of the oldest FF protagonists at that point in time. Main protagonist, I should clarify. Yes, there was Nero's, although it's way past
Target, the reactor core.
Midgar.
Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
It's the demon wall, specifically. I can even tell you right now. The demon wall is the grind wall, no pun intended, in FF7. And the temple in general, really. There we go.
God damn. I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up. Ooh. My heart's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Considering Mako is literally knowledge,
In your capable hands. Good luck.
I imagine it could literally taste like a whole lot of things. Probably at the same time.
Down the ladder, dummy.
It depends on its implementation, Gum Gum. It could be irritating, after all. Only time will tell, Time of the Cat.
Enough. See ya. It's over. I'm waiting.
want to see something here. Well, if you do something well, it's good. If you do something badly, it's bad, Gum Gum. But in this case, it's very easy to explain how that could be a bad thing.
Good. Take care of those wounds before you bleed out.
All you have to do is presume that the player needs to stick around and waste a lot of time to see all the dialogue that would otherwise be skippable. I'm seeing if Barrett can do this by himself. Which he could, although a little slowly, because he was attacking very intermittently for someone who can attack basically non-stop.
We sink right down to the bottom, to the planet's core.
No, the pump would suck us back up.
How comforting.
This is a good time to mention something. Barrett's actually showing in how in over his head he is here, and I actually rather like that. Legit. Oh, we're going to turn it back down to easy for the boss, by the way. We've already done this boss on normal. We did that in the demo. And we've already wasted too much time today. But, like, to continue back to my original point, early on, Barrett's like, big speeches, grandstanding, posturing. Oh, I'm actually in a reactor. And there's actually... Ooh, yeah, I could fall down there and... Oh my goodness. And, there's a lot of enemies around here, aren't there? Like, you can tell that he's getting a little bit of... as the reality is starting to sink in here. Characterization, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, let's do
This is
it.
definitely not a boss arena. And he also keeps trying to psych himself up, you notice that? Very Marine, actually. Although less professional and thought out.
All right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors.
Agreed,
Prove to me
Atris.
you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job.
Yeah, you notice that hesitation there, too.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
Yeah, we'll do 20.
Pretty cocky, ain't you? You double-crossing!
I love it. Barrett aims at him. Cloud isn't even looking at him. God. Barrett, love you, buddy, but wake the hell up.
Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the
Right.
internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
Come on. Steady. Take the lead.
Guess it's my turn. You're up.
Hang back.
All right. Watch it learn. Gotta win this one for the flank. Got anything you want to say? Funny way to ask for help.
Let's do this.
It was fine, Rex. Sorry. A little delayed there.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen.
Whoops, that was a misclick. I meant to do this.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius? Damn it. There! Attack it from the rear.
Aye, soldier boy. Show me what you got. Ooh, gotta love
It's on you.
it. It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
Bring it to here. Ah, damn it! This thing is tough.
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the giant scorpion. Hell yeah, baby!
Now's our chance.
Hey, you can retry. That's interesting.
Give it everything you've
What I
got.
actually wanted to do was this.
That thunder I hear? I'm counting on you.
Gotta heal up. Sorry. Take the lead.
Yeah, I'll do it. So now, catch you sleeping.
Leave it to me.
Yes, Corrales.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris. Right. Strike now, before it fires again. All right.
Oops. Actually, it was in the right mode. My bad.
Going all out. Heal up and regroup.
Need my help, do you? This is gonna Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. Deal with that.
Guess it's my turn. When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up! And that's a
All
problem!
good. So long. It's down. Rain hell on it.
Ain't gotta tell.
No, we actually already passed that phase earlier, Tommy the Cat. And yeah, you'll notice that Barrett is completely lost on how to fight this thing, and Cloud is so casually informing him on how to fight it. Normally I'd say that's experience, but in this case that's more like Genova, but whatever.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Peace.
Wedge should be covering our way out.
And yeah, I know Atris and I both said it already, but yeah, no. Barrett should have died here if Cloud was not present. Even in the original. So, again, we played that on normal in the demo. Two major differences. One, obviously it took a lot longer. But two, and far more importantly, I had to basically save almost all of my ATB for healing when I was fighting that guy normal. I couldn't really waste it on things like Braver or spells unless I was really sure I was using them, or I had another ATB saved up. So, there's the difference from personal experience. You can tell the fight was balanced around normal, not easy, though. Because we were basically avoiding phases there by just pushing through them. Hello. There you go.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Yeah, exactly, Von Falkenstein. Whereas in normal, we had to dodge like 6 or 7 times when he did the laser.
This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on.
Really quick. Get the Moogle medal, very important. We need to turn in the Moogle medals at the Moogle King in order to get all the extra gear in the game.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
By the way, you notice the timer pauses while you do things like interact with the environment. Like opening a chest, for example.
We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Is what just uneasy?
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
Did I ever tell you I was in Soldier?
The clock's ticking.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. See ya. Don't overdo it.
Need my help, do you? Let's go. The others are waiting. Gotta get the hell out of here ASAP. This is all
You got that right. Take the lead.
all right. Watch and learn. Yeah. Give them hell.
Let's do this.
Gonna make your eyeballs
Time to burn. Not bad.
Yeah, ironically, and I know they couldn't really do this because that would be insane, but I wish Cloud was substantially stronger than everyone else at this point. Because he should be. Like, he should be on a completely different level from everyone else here.
Heads up. We got a whole lot of company.
No shit. Enough. It's over.
I mean, in gameplay.
Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
I mean, in lore, yeah, sure, but I mean, like, in gameplay. I mean, like, Duralis over there, who's currently trying to get me killed because he really wants me to die. Now, I don't know why Duralis wants me to die. It might just be because he's pure evil. I'm not actually sure.
You're mine.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Must have missed it.
No, I wouldn't make him higher level. I would make everyone else worse, basically. Their actual levels don't necessarily have to have anything to do with how strong they are. Although you'll also notice... No, next time. You'll also notice that Cloud's is at level 7 and levels to 8 during this encounter. It wouldn't be that hard to have Barrett start at level 1. It's not like FFs haven't done that kind of thing before. FF4. Which, if you remember, FF4 actually had a lot of really good gameplay and story integration.
See ya!
So it shouldn't be that hard to accomplish that kind of a thing, you know?
It's on you.
Guess it's my turn. Suck on
Heaven 4 had a lot of flaws, but that was not one of them.
No time to celebrate.
Sure there is.
Thank you very much, Doralis. Very much appreciated and obliged, sir. Yeah, well, those people get to suck it, Alex. So here's my favorite part from the demo.
Sir. Come on!
Say, in lore, Cloud is definitely way more on his feet. There's another example of it. In fact, that's actually good storytelling right there.
Doors open. We don't have a lot of time here. Pick up the pace, people. Over there.
Can you walk?
They could probably carry her.
Believe me, you'd be the first to know.
Honestly, she probably weighs less than his sword, so...
Cloud!
Okay, superhuman.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
There are many reasons, Mr. Red. But forgive me for not going into them in detail right now. Terrorists win. Sorry. So that was the demo, which we've already seen all except for one scene of that so far.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh.
Now that's an interesting question, J. Maria Graywall. One I cannot answer you right now.
Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
Because I need to pause the game and then say thank you to Mike. Thank you very, very much, Mike. You know, I thought you guys were joking when you said, oh, we're totally going to keep donating during the run. What am I going to do with you guys? What do you want to actually put that towards, Mike, by the way? And thank you again. Mr. Red, I don't want to spoil too much, but all I'm going to say is that there are plenty of reasons why Cloud is legitimately superhuman. Materia is only one of them. Skill with materia is another one. There's some infusion things, there's some experimentation things, and there's some Genova things. So he's got like 4 or 5 things empowering him. If you got to give me one moment, guys, I'm sorry, but I need to double check to make sure Metal Gear Solid is actually in the vault. It is. What do you know? You got it. Let's see. Let's go with... visual storytelling, camera work, and music direction, as well as voice acting and banter. There we go. All of these are debatable. All of these are still being debated. Get off my screen. But,
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that. And soon.
damn it, both of you. Stop being awesome. Oh my god. Thank you very much, Wowdara. Very much appreciate the sub. Thank you, sir. I'll put that towards Chrono Trigger. I was gonna make the exact same complaint, Dakota.
That one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
Like, if that was actually concrete, that is person squashing levels of concrete.
The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey,
So this is a good time to mention that in the original there's an incredibly brief thing where she mentions that the explosion was bigger than it should have been. And I believe it's literally just the one line in English that actually acknowledges that the explosion was bigger than it should have been. This is one of the problems that FF7 has in a nutshell. It's script. I don't mean to disparage what is effectively a classic that I myself love, but the script in FF7 in English is garbage. It's actively misleading at times. It doesn't even sound the closest thing to English. And there are several points in which it actually specifically references or talks about things that were removed from the story. Things that are actually on the cutting room floor. Like, I love FF7, but yikes.
we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
Yeah, if you remember, one of the things I made a point of doing while we were doing the review was actually sitting down and, reading a lot of the dialogue out loud just to really make it clear just how badly it was done, how badly it was localized. No,
How much
Bio.
further do we have to go?
I don't feel like going into it. Go watch the review or the lore run. I talk about them in both. I sure hope there's more than one max time. Hang on. Looks like there's more than one.
It's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
No, Bio. What are you talking about, Dr. Nimbus? Thank you, Command and Conquer 2. Please stop giving me money. Very much obliged and appreciate, sir. Where do you want that to go? Where? Thank you.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 8...
No. No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet.
Hey, look, he's speechifying
But
again.
it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns,
He's speechifying over the Shinra theme.
your fears. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
Probably. Yeah, literally, seriously. Okay, he just gave a big, charismatic speech over the Shinra theme. I love it.
We'll split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
Hey, I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Immediate evacuation is advised.
Yoo-hoo! I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Those are bigger than I thought they'd be.
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it, for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
I like how he doesn't answer the question. I'm gonna go do the tutorial. So you can set materia by doing this, you do this. Interesting. Wow, that was the shortest tutorial in the history of the universe. Interestingly, I've gained no AP so far. No, Smegman, not at all. Besides, I've already reviewed the original.
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
Weird to think about Shadow Rider, isn't it? Oh yeah, just for you guys. Where is it? Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Just so you can see it full screen for a bit.
Public
Huh. Normal people.
I know it's scary, but we'll be okay.
This thing sounds like a weird statement, but I never really saw normal people in the original. Not really. Like, we saw corporate suits and weird people down in the slums, but most everyone we saw in the original was, well, weird.
Our train's still running.
These people look mundane. In a good way. Like, this looks like someone I can see on the street. Is this Sector 7? Because otherwise you're fine.
The station, you say?
Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Immediate evacuation is advised.
Help me!
If you observe any suspicious behavior, please inform the nearest public security
Well, I
officer.
would, but it won't let me.
You may alternatively contact security
I
headquarters.
shouldn't work late.
I repeat.
Stop whining.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire.
Reactor.
The reactor's fine.
A disaster
What are you
warning.
talking about?
Just a bad dream.
Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse.
It was my
rendering
grandson's
the entire
birthday
sector
today.
hazardous. Immediate evacuation is advised.
Cloud! Up here! Look up!
Observe any
I said
suspicious
look
behavior.
up!
Please
Careful
inform
up
the
here.
nearest
This could
public
collapse at
security
any
officer.
moment. If you
You may
want up, you'll have to use those
alternatively
stairs.
contact security headquarters.
I'm kind of busy.
It's okay. You're safe now.
Got a patient with me, has trouble walking.
Wait,
ASAP.
really?
Doctor soon. Hang in there.
There's actually Shinra medical personnel. Holy crap. I don't know why, but that's really surprising. Because sure as hell they did in the original.
Rendering the entire sector hazardous.
What if the plate
Immediate
collapses?
evacuation is advised.
Then you're dead.
If you observe any suspicious behavior, please inform the nearest public security officer. You may alternatively
better make
contact
this
security
right.
headquarters.
Who the hell are they?
I repeat,
Somebody.
this is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center.
You know what I love about this?
The bomb inside
This is actually a two-pronged strike here. Technically three. The third prong is for the player. But this is a prong against Shinra and against the main characters.
sectors 1 and
We did this. Well, no, we actually didn't. But we did want to, so we are still culpable, as I was talking to Mike about the other day. And
is advised.
this showcases the difference in mentality between Shinra and basically everyone else. Like, this is actually really good character establishment for Heidegger and for the President.
I repeat. This is an alert
Also,
from the
yeah,
Shinra
there's everyone's favorite play. Just gotta show that off real quick.
Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of
I mean, I gotta be real. Again, not to speak ill of the original, but I feel like the original didn't hammer this point in nearly properly enough.
behavior. Please
There was one really good scene where Kate Sith really tries to hammer it in, but it's also an extremely short scene. I should say Reeve, but whatever.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1.
Where's that stretcher?
Explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire.
Show over there too.
Keep. The stairs are right there if you want to try crossing the rubble.
I can actually probably count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is literally 4 screens between the reactor and the train. Yeah, one sequence of lines, Paymaniac, from Jesse. Maybe this is our, our just punishment for what we did. That whole thing. Oh, we're nowhere near the train graveyard. That's after Ahem. That's after the wall market. I was actually thinking the exact same thing, Kay. But let's be honest, it's probably connected to Shinra.
Station's intact.
I would actually argue Cloud doesn't have a D&D alignment at this point in time. Also, which Cloud?
What the?
So, there were people under that. I don't know if you saw that. Negative to story. No, I'm kidding. Maybe.
He couldn't be. But then...
Again, I don't mind if you change it as long as it's good. Remember, we had a whole speech about that. So we'll have to decide if this is good.
The hell? Wait. You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud. Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown that burns so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard! Yeah!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. All right. You got this.
I'll have to debate that. And open this dumpster. Oh, I can't open the dumpster. Oh, well. Oh, I noticed, dude, McKay.
An evacuation order has been issued.
What's going on? You should get away from there.
Whoever did this is gonna pay.
Area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once.
Shooting for the station?
I repeat.
Take the alley and climb up to the roof of that building at the end, and you're practically there.
If you make it that far.
An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of...
Get me out of this place!
Right now. You are advised to vacate the area immediately.
Well, can't go this way.
Explosions at the reactor have
I
caused
can't
numerous
take
ongoing
this.
fires.
I do not know why they didn't bring back the original actors, no.
It is not safe to remain indoors.
I know they didn't.
Leave your residences at once.
I know that decision was made pretty early on. I don't know why.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at
This is not Steve Burton. I hate to break it down for you.
Shinra will
This is an
save
alert
us.
from the
I know
Shinra
it.
Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the
Yes, really.
have caused numerous
We've known that wasn't Burton for a very long time. And, I mean, if you listen for a bit, you can kind of tell.
to remain indoors.
But either way, that is not him.
At once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations
Man,
Center.
what a
An
mess.
evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately.
It's like the
The
end of the
explosions
world.
at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes
Do what you
are at
like.
risk.
I'm taking the kids to
It is
safety.
not safe to remain
No,
indoors.
we stay together.
Please leave your
Yeah,
residences at
together.
once.
I don't want to leave without you.
I repeat.
Me too. I'm staying.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of...
Yeah, we did see the blackout, okay. And we see the power on, so... logic. Sorry. Sorry, chat is going by so quickly. I'm actually spending more of my time watching my second monitor than the monitor the game's on. It's not a complaint, it's just reality. Like, I'm literally not looking at the game right now. Don't think so, but we'll find out, I suppose.
What didn't collapse?
The mayor can kiss his job goodbye.
The, mayor, huh?
Should I leave too?
Oh, hey, this thing.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
I see they keep the cat eyes.
Hey, Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case... it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to self...
Help me! What are they?
Oh, I bet I know what they are.
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Sword on the ground! Right now!
No, I'm just gonna kill you. If that's okay with you guys.
That's that.
Anyways, they're the clones. That's my theory. I know clone is the wrong word, but I don't remember what to call them right now.
It's over. Was never in doubt.
The remnants. That's what they called them.
HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 4. We have eyes on the target.
Enough.
We need...
That's that. Let's go.
Hello. There we go. Deadly Dodge. Also known as, I should probably take a drink at some point. What do we got here? What do we got here? Eh. Also, new materia. Also, hail hydrate. We gotta go save Eris, guys. Come on. She's over here somewhere, right?
You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are...
That bastard couldn't have gotten far!
It is not
Stay
safe
alert!
to remain indoors.
Don't want to stick around
Your
here.
residences at once.
I don't see why she wouldn't have Dream Whisperer. Oh, you mean while Zack had it? No. Zack didn't get it till pretty far into his career. Like, way into it.
Show me your hands!
Here they are. And here's the other one.
Going in. That's that. Let's finish this. See ya. Nothing to it.
Yeah, Zack got it from Angelo. Although who knows if any of that's continuity within, excuse me, canon within this continuity.
Expressway is still extremely dangerous. Those in the
Yeah, I hope you guys understand when I say that I'm really impressed by the overall, let's call it polish values here.
Just give it up! Don't run! Take him!
You're done.
Box him in! Box him in! There's nowhere to run!
It's over.
Target sighted! I repeat, target sighted!
To avoid accident.
I am trying to refrain from judging too much until we actually see what it looks like during the daytime. But I'm impressed so far. There is certainly a lot of glow going on, but I feel like that's just the Midgar aesthetic. So again, kind of waiting until I see, you know, something else. I'm still with it, though. And yeah, the music and Yoshi drums are phenomenal.
You are clear to engage! Be advised, target is headed for the stage! Never mind, wait!
Is that all you got?
You're mine. Let's finish this. No more playing nice. So long.
Don't let him escape! Give up!
Ground forces engaging target at Top Plaza. All nearby units converge and provide immediate support. Requesting immediate reinforcements at Mountain Plaza.
Actually, I didn't come up with the term, Kay, but it is Elorium.
See ya.
It refers to a form of dynamic music.
Target still mobile. Support. Proceed to rally point at the station.
So much for the direct route. Find another way. Use the rooftops, maybe. But the rooftops look clear.
Basically, for it to properly be Yoshi drums, not only does it have to be effectively the same track, but it has to change by adding or subtracting from the existing song, rather than changing the song as it goes. Like, it's easy for a song to shift and have a, you know, a handoff or a transition. This, in order for this to truly be Yoshi drums, it has to literally be the same song, with more or less, depending on what's happening. AKA, Yoshi. If you're on Yoshi, that's where it comes from. Mario games do this a lot. Like, if you've played any Mario game since Sunshine and onwards, you've heard Yoshi drums. In everything. Hell, Paper Mario, the first one, did that too. No, go. Mm-hmm. Wind Waker does it too. You're absolutely right. Like I said, Nintendo loves Yoshi drums. Pretty sure, Pretzel. Although I'm not actually 100% sure. So we'll find out in a second. Yep, nope, Limit Break is completely empty.
Enough!
Okay, I'm trying to attack the guys behind you. There we go.
It's over.
Take that!
Brace yourself. Not bad.
I see him!
That it?
Confirmed. Target has entered residential area. Full lockdown is in effect. All units.
Have eyes on the target! You're mine now!
I repeat. This is a from the Shinra Emergency Operations
See ya.
The suspect in the Reactor 1 bombing has been sighted. In the vicinity,
Let's try it out.
a security lockdown is now in effect.
Not bad.
Residents are instructed to remain inside.
I think the damage was just that high. It didn't even hit for as much as I've seen it hit for, so I think he was still taking less damage from the shield being up.
Target spotted. Moving to intercept.
See ya.
Get the bastard!
Speaking of which... Okay. So, someone mentioned this. Let's try it.
Heads up.
Well, that pushes through the shield, or around, or whatever.
He's here!
Right. At some point I'll get used to the fact that items take ATB. Actually, you know what? Let's see what spells do this guy. He's weak to fire. Who knew? Yeah, until I actually started looking into speedrunning FF7, I never realized how OP on-use items were for this game. No, I believe we're still on easy. For really the usual reason.
Enemy combatants, you have been warned. Surrender yourself to public security immediately. You have nowhere to run.
You're done. Calling fire. Let's finish this. Nothing to it.
I'd say good thing, Grey Ghost. Proper item usage can completely bypass grind walls and otherwise allow for new strategy and tactics, which I'm totally down for. Yeah, I noticed that, Plutonia. We have encountered one enemy that wasn't in the original. The shield guys. Well, the next boss that I know of is actually not for a while, but I kind of like that idea, Brenda, so I'm with you.
End of the line, punk!
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Still have the flower, of course. Just refresh, Alex. That'll fix it. Almost. There we go.
Have this.
This is gonna hurt.
Yep. So that's a named. Not him, the other one.
Time to burn.
I'm set. Do your worst.
Oh, okay.
Burn. Scissors. Let's do this.
No, that's nice. No, let me... God damn it. Well, I want to show it off, so we're just going to chill for a second.
Still in it.
Yeah, it will not let me pull up the menu. That's interesting. I have a theory. I'm going to test my theory after this.
Have fun.
Okay.
Got you.
So I'm playing around at this point, seeing what the summon can do. One more. We get one more. Do you want to do wind, fire, or blizzard? Guess I'll win first. I didn't do much. Bye, Choco Flare. So there's the finisher.
Move in! Don't let him escape! HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure.
Wait! I know that.
Interesting. Meanwhile, hey, skippable cutscenes. I mean, that really should be standard at this point, but it's nice. It's nice to see. You know, it's nice to know. What do you want to bet he recognized the sword, not Cloud? Put Sidle back up here. Let's see. It's probably this. Hey, I gotta codify my thoughts before I forget them. Just a second. A lot of these are still debatable. I don't like to codify things this early into a review. That's why all of these are in brackets. But oh yeah, I should probably have that one too. No, bio. Only a little bit. Minor, oh no, I would rather people not talk about the game past the point I'm at. That is my preference. I ask that you respect it, that's all. I'm trying really hard not to get into actual Nazism territory because I know some people on the internet have been basically Nazis about spoilers, but it's getting to the point where I kind of have to be. So please.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
Magnets, crit source.
On my go. You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
I need to add Barrett to the list. They've already done so much good stuff with him. Already. He's been in like 7 scenes, and already they've been really good with Barrett. Let's see. In over his head. Mask, speechifying. We'll just kind of jot those notes down there for Barrett. There we go.
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
It's all good, Tommy. I know you didn't do it on purpose. If you did it on purpose, I'd ban your ass.
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
So we've also seen a couple of peaks about Cloud's mentality, too. Completely blasé, professional, uncaring, except under two circumstances. Two things have pierced him. One is Sephiroth. Duh. The other is any time he tries to actually be real for a millisecond. Which has happened 3 times so far. Once with Jesse, once with Eris, and once just now. And each time he clams up and acts embarrassed. Yes, I did, Katabo.
Yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in. Head for the front of the train and hold there.
Due to an explosion at Mako Reactor 1, an emergency schedule is now in effect.
I mean, you say that, Maz, but I mean, yeah, he kind of is a tryhard. He really is trying to uphold to the ideal that he thinks he actually is. I love it.
Sector 8 will be back to normal again.
There's a reason that Cloud is... Sorry, this is kind of loud. There's a reason why Cloud is legitimately among my favorite Final Fantasy protagonists. And it's because there's enough layers there, and I love the interaction of said layers, that it's just... it's candy, you know? I like Tifa better. So, I'm not sure what I think about the fact that the stats are incredibly basic. You see that? Attack, magic attack, defense, magic defense. We'll have to think of that going forwards. I mean, I guess they kind of were in the original, and the accessories were really where you actually got the unique stuff. Because, let's be honest, accessories in FF7 were relics from FF6. So... Oh, you're right. No, you're wrong. I'm right. I mean, I do know that the stats in the lower left there. It is nice to have a visual indicator of what each icon means, on the off chance you don't know what they are. I don't see any option to see a resistances thing. We do have another materia slot, though. All right, I was going to check that out. Aha! So, deadly dodge does increase defense and vitality. That's what I thought. I wonder if linking will work the same. Of course, we don't have any blue materia yet. Yeah, I'm good with sticking with that. Of course, we haven't actually scanned anything yet. The Huntsman was an elite trooper belonging to Shinra's Public Security Division, said to be the most dangerous of all Shinra troopers. He was the commander, past tense, of the Sector 8 town area. And we know nothing about him, other than the fact that, you know, we have killed him. I suppose I will go ahead and jot down a potential positive for bestiary, because we've already given that positive out several times, for the FF series in particular. Depends on how good it is in the end. Right now, it's probably an aggregate. Yeah, by the way, this is on an SSD, Plutonia.
Oh, that better not have been what I thought it was.
Okay, I do like how crowded this train is, given the evacuation order.
My daughter now lives in Sector 8.
You're, holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Have they
Wow.
caught the perpetrators
My hands are
yet?
still shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
That's fair,
My
Goldberg.
daughter now lives in Sector 8, so
I'll just leave me alone, right?
Hey!
And this is a PS4 Pro.
Right now!
Man, everyone's on edge.
Of course they are.
no
Hey,
thief's getting
Cloud.
my money.
If you're about to unburden yourself, don't.
Yeesh. You don't make it easy.
Stop that right now!
All I want to do is pass out.
Why don't you learn to take a hint, buddy?
He usually is Dream Whisperer. It's actually pretty rare he tends to play main characters.
Little help, Cloud? Please? I
sure
can't stop
Sector
thinking
7's
about it.
affected
The
too.
bomb I made shouldn't have produced an
Shinra wouldn't
explosion
let
that
that happen.
big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
I don't even notice it, J. Maria Grimwell. So I suppose it's comfortable. Hey, slightly emptier.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows.
Hold up. This is Barrett's theme. Which in the... No, I'm sorry, that's actually wrong. This isn't Barrett's theme. This is, Oh, I don't remember the name of it. It's the one that plays in his town when you get to it right before you go to the Golden Saucer. Yeah, Coral's theme. Which we don't hear until we get to the Coral in the main game.
Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence.
And I'm not giving up my seat.
For peace and prosperity.
Sorry.
That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
That is the Shinra Creed.
Buford, ride the wind.
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
We've already seen, like, I don't know, 18 random black NPCs, so no?
Man, this train is slower than molasses, am I right?
Talk to me, Barrett. Talk to me. Also, Barrett was being very stupid there, which is, of course, very in character. Oh my god, talk to me! Jesus, game.
You hear that suit? Shinra Creed my ass.
Okay, we're gonna stop trying to talk to him.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
There ain't no getting up. Thank you very much, Mike, for the donation. Very much obliged and appreciate, sir. Now everyone kill Mike very quickly. Unless you just want to put it towards... whatever you put it towards earlier. I wrote it down. Metal Gear Solid.
Hey! Still alive? Over here! Oh, you guys! Daddy!
Oh, sweetheart.
I'm glad you're home.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Thank goodness.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way.
You got it. Thank you again, sir. I am now going to give the most controversial opinion I can. Star Wars... No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm liking the changes in tone. Now, you're probably saying, well, this is the exact same tone as the original. I can see that, but I never got this vibe from the original. In several manners. Let me give you a specific and small example of what I'm talking about. If you remember, when we get off the train, people, are like, hey, what's up? And, they greet each other and then they walk off, right? Here we hear in the background several times people are like, oh, thank goodness. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be okay. Everyone sounds like they're people who just evacuated an area where a bomb just went off. Now that makes perfect sense, but I never actually got that vibe from the original. Not even a little bit. In fact, to be completely blunt, the bomb goes off in the original and then basically doesn't matter immediately afterwards. You see two? I'm going to go with two cutscenes that kind of follow through on the bomb going off, and then moving on.
It's really bad.
Hot damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys!
Loveless.
Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
I like him better without the glasses.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At Seventh Heaven. You know, where Tifa works.
It is Tifa.
Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
Thank you very much, Command and Conquer. Please stop giving me money. Do you want to put that towards Bloodstained as well?
Not long now, honey.
I like how he manages to keep his cool right until he gets just a little bit out of range. You might not have heard that, but in the distance he's like, not long now. Daddy's coming home. Yeah, you ever had an adrenaline crash? Because I have. I know exactly what adrenaline feels like, and I know exactly what adrenaline crash feels like. And there's also that sort of euphoric period. Oh, Persona 5. Okay, well, damn it, man. Why? Why would you do this to me, Command & Conquer? Persona 5 Royal. You got it, sir. Thank you again. So, there's the ceiling. There's Sector 6. Alright, I'm already going to say one thing I like better about this game than the original. You can look up. And I know that sounds so stupid, but one of my bigger complaints about Midgar in the original is it never felt like... How do I phrase this? I never felt it. It wasn't until later games started showing higher detail and better designed models of the thing that it was like, oh, that's how it works. Like, for the longest time when I played the original, I had no idea why taking out this one dinky pillar brought down, you know, the Sector 7, right? It's like, oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work here. Speaking of which, hey, I wonder what that is over there. That pillar. Huh. But yeah, I agree. Midgar always felt like an indoor area. Which I suppose is appropriate since it's basically one extremely long dungeon in gameplay design.
A lot of them worried, but not enough to stop them from partying, I guess.
Don't they realize what's happened? Unbelievable.
Also, very minor point. Despite the fact that this is the slum area, you'll notice it's actually a lot less dilapidated than the place we just left from. Dilapidated is the wrong word. Basically, the place we were just in looks like a place where a bomb just went off. And this area does not. And I suppose that's a duh.
I'm going on a ghost hunt. Come on out, ghosts! Wow, am I hungry? Guess I'll stop by one of the food stalls.
So, you hear that burger joint staying open tonight?
No way! I'd kill for one right now.
Yeah, exactly, Dakota. So there's the train graveyard over there.
What are we even doing here? No one in their right mind would go into a train graveyard at night.
People talk, rumors spread, and kids get curious. You know how it is.
Speaking of which, you hear it was supposedly a ghost, not a monster, that attacked that guy this afternoon?
They must have been seeing things.
Also, nice guns there.
Talk about weird stuff going down. A reactor bombing, a train graveyard getting closed off.
What? The graveyard's closed?
One of the locals was attacked by some kind of monster, so the watch told people to keep out.
I'm going on a ghost hunt. Come on out, ghosts!
I already heard that one. Thank you very much, Cumanization. Very much appreciate this sub. However, you didn't tell me what you want to put it towards. And that's a capital offense.
Of course no one's here to pick me up. Why would they be? Why did my office have to burn down? I'm so screwed.
You had me worried, you jerk!
We thought you were dead!
Just seeing your faces.
Are you crying?
Office still there?
Somehow. As long as the trains are running, it'll be work as usual tomorrow.
Doodads, and yes, Mike.
Somehow. As long as the trains are running, it'll be work work as usual tomorrow.
How about it, baby girl?
How about what? Hmm?
Train services have concluded for the day. We will provide an update on the schedule first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you for your patience. Emergency train services have now concluded. This was the final...
I feel like it's been forever since I've eaten at one of these.
Well, then you can fall in love with fried marsh all over again.
Ground floor, and we're set for here.
So, will you be having your... How much is enough fried marsh?
You bet I will. You won't care where...
A whole heap?
I wish I could tell you, but sadly, I don't share your passion for processed food.
Okay, I gotta ask, what the heck is marsh?
Back down.
How much is enough fried marsh? A handful, or... Hear me out. A whole heap?
I wish I could tell you, but sadly, I don't share your passion for processed food.
We ain't got shit like that here. How about one that tastes like their piss?
How much is enough fried marsh? A handful, or...
I'm just... The slums. There's trash everywhere.
I think he's over by the TVs. He's been watching the news this whole time.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. I want to know if they've caught anyone.
I'm trying to show it off better, but don't let them bleed the planet dry. Avalanche. Yeah, I noticed that too, Dr. Nimbus.
No words can describe how bright the flames were.
How about bright? What sub did I miss? I got the one from Cumanization. If you told me what to put it towards, I missed that. I'll admit that. So, I wonder what that is. Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing.
What kind of person bombs a reactor?
The kind of person who goes around putting up flyers all over the slums, I expect.
Last of Us Part 2. Is that locked in? Hang on, hang on. Nope. Okay. You got it. Thank you again, sir.
Huh?
I have a weird feeling that they don't work on the surface. Excuse me, they don't live in the surface so much as they work on the surface. Let's see. Bio, you donated $5, but you never told me what you wanted to put it towards. Or if you did, I completely missed it. As usual, if I don't say something out loud, I didn't catch it.
Dumb Platy's only had it so good because of the reactors. This bombing's changed all that.
Yeah, well, shoes on the other foot now. Let's see how they like fighting to survive. They're people too, you know.
Hmm?
Platies. I like that.
I'd never seen anything like it before. It was completely insane. Security was out in full force looking for the bombers. I even saw a few helicopters.
Wow, that sounds intense.
So the further we get away from the station, the worse it gets. You'll notice we don't even have a road here. It's just mud and dirt.
It was like a giant candle lighting up the whole sky.
All that debris piled up like mountains. You couldn't go nowhere.
Everywhere.
Is that Johnny?
Huh. Mako is the lifeblood of the planet? Yeah, the hell it is. Goddamn eco-warriors with their dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do. I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress? What the... You okay, buddy? Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
You again.
Okay. Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Or maybe do. You notice the poster of President Shinra there. At least I think that's him.
That hot shower can't come soon enough. I can barely tell my skin from all the ash and sweat.
When I get back, it's refueling time.
And you, Jesse?
I don't know.
So someone said something. I'm not going to say that they spoiled. Certainly not deliberately. But someone said something in reference to this game, and it's kind of impossible for me not to think about things. So, what do you want to bet they're time-related? And we're going to see an alteration of the timeline so that the story doesn't go the same way the original did. Thanks to the alteration of fate. Because what we just got was an immediate premonition of the future event, one of two, which are both valid, while at the same time, ghosty McGhost faces were showing up.
You don't want to mess with the monsters in here. Move along now.
Is that... That's frickin' Patrick Warburton. Or whatever his name is.
Warning. Gate broken. Fiends in area. Exercise caution. No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
Fiends, huh? Guys, could you please stop confirming if my theories are correct? Please? In fact, can you ban those two people? Please? So we could just flex the muscle a little bit? Temp ban, but still.
So you'll interrupt them while they're working?
Come on, it's one little question.
Excuse me? Due to an emergency, entry into this area is prohibited. Sorry for the inconvenience.
You called that a warning?
No, sir!
Okay, that got a grin out of me.
In accordance with emergency regulations, entry into this area is prohibited. Please, leave at once.
Still too nice.
Wait, are they still going? Hang on. One more.
This area is off limits. Turn around and leave at once. If you don't, I'll have no choice but to use force.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
I'm gonna be so sad when these people die. Thank you, Rax. I do, actually. Okay. Ah! I don't know what button I just hit. Apparently that's the touchpad. Oh my god, that's really slow. There we go, that's a little better. This is the most useless map I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, and you'll notice, to continue what I was trying to say earlier, it's getting a little bit worse the further we go into the slums here. And that's Tifa's theme.
Glad I got today off.
Am I still gonna have a job? Guess I'll find out.
Did everyone get out in time? If you are unable to reach the building on your own, please contact the nearest Shinra employee for assistance. Mayor Domino, in conjunction with President Shinra, has declared a state of emergency in Midgar.
What the? That's where I work.
No freaking way! Put that fire out, idiots!
I was there yesterday.
As yet, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack, but security services are working tirelessly to identify those involved. If you have any information pertaining to the identity of the
Wait, this is real?
please
It's not a
contact
movie?
your nearest
How
public
long's it
security
gonna keep
officer
burning?
or security headquarters.
What do you know? That ain't half bad. I'll make a grease monkey out of you yet.
Thanks. I've always dreamed of opening up my own shop, so I can look after my parents, you know?
Well, a man can always dream, can he?
Damn it, camera. Stop shoving me to... forcing me to look at Diva. 'Cause that's what it keeps doing.
Marlene.
Daddy, you're home!
That's right, Angel, I
Welcome
am.
back.
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
You made it.
One of the cleaner bars in the area.
I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
A guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
I still say brown, but that's because actual red eyes tend to be really red usually, so...
Don't you worry about it.
It's definitely brownish red one way or the other.
He's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
It's really sad, but this actually looks like one of the nicer places down here. Which is really pathetic.
Yeah, your money. Ask Tifa. She takes care of all that.
Tirelessly to identify those involved.
Hey! The hell you think you're doing, scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
That's right, honey, I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right, but just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Right. About that, we should talk outside.
Daddy? Did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Not all of them. Apparently they sell pizza here, so that's probably why they're so popular. Aw.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then.
Interesting.
How was it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Dangerous part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Not good at all.
I don't know what it
Today's special, high potion.
Make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
I saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
Think they'll attack
So,
Sector 7? The
it wasn't
Topsiders
that bad?
brought this on themselves.
It was.
Oh, right.
And here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor. Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with 7th Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate. Here's your room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Just gonna walk over here.
What are you doing? You've never even met this person.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm smelling Johnny too.
It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else, we can always get it.
There's one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us, but...
That's it?
Sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
By the way, I wasn't joking. You can literally see the magnet on his back there.
Guess it's time for introductions.
Is that Johnny, and am I about to kill him? That would be nice if I did kill him. Kinda, you know. Wait, this song? Really? This song?
Hey, you okay in there? Oh. Coming in.
Of course they don't have locks. Why would you have locks in the slums?
Cloud, stop!
Get back inside! Get off me!
Number 49.
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
I mean, I did just nearly kill him, but, you know. It's in the potential negatives, Almighty Patoth. Make of that what you will. I really need to see what they do with it long term to judge it, though. Wow, we even get a friggin' sink. This is luxury. No toilet, though. Oh, never mind, there's a toilet. We're okay, we're okay. Hey, it's not nighttime. Holy crap. I don't trust the tap water around here, all materia.
Well now, you must be Cloud. I'm Marl, your landlady. So how'd you like the place?
So now we know how Marl is pronounced over in Chrono Trigger as well.
You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
Nothing to report. Maintaining surveillance. Oh, being a spy is so cool.
Look, we can see clouds.
Until nightfall. We'll report any developments immediately if observed.
That's not a joke. You can literally see clouds in the background there.
You know, Tifa's probably wondering why you haven't joined her yet.
You guys.
That landlady, Marl. She's always looking out for the neighborhood girls.
This disaster's cost a lot of folks their livelihoods. Shinra needs to do something to show the people they're on their side.
At the end of the day, it's just a company. They're not on anyone's side but their own.
That's true. That's true in real life. Oh yeah. I should mention that it's actually amusing how much they're going out of the way to have Battle Programmer sub right now. And they're showcasing just how casual and normal it is for people to be as heavily armed as they are. Which, again, makes Tifa amusing, since Tifa is probably the second strongest person in the slums right now, right behind us. So, thank you very much, Battle Programmer. Appreciate as always, sir. You know the question. Cold Steel 2. You got it.
The Watch is saying they're gonna step up their game.
How? Ain't they short-handed?
Absolutely. But with the bombing and all, they're trying extra hard to recruit more people.
The trains don't start moving again, we're not gonna have enough food and other goods to go around. Could get ugly.
The Watch is here to keep the peace. If anything happens, we'll step in immediately.
Local militia.
Until they
Searching
get
for
Reactor 1
candidates.
back up and running, the factory's gonna stay shut down.
No way we can afford the rent on our place. I'll start looking for a new one.
Back to living
Searching
in
for
adults
candidates.
somewhere.
But yeah, in case you thought I was joking, that guy just casually has some kind of assault rifle. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's a rather large one, all things considered. He's just got it out casually and normally. I'm sorry you have to put up with that, period. I hope the results turn up properly, at least, period. Thank you very much, Trafin. And if you happen to know where you want to put that... Oh, I'm sorry, you already said it. RE3R. Thank you very much, Trafin, and I'll put that towards RE3R immediately. Yeah, I wish people would stop donating. No, that's not an M4. I'm not sure what that is. It does kind of look like an oversized SMG. I'll actually give you that. I just... Thank you very much, Zillazrig. Very much appreciate the sub. Thank you, sir. It's Chrono Trigger. You got it. So, okay. Time to talk about absolute insane levels of ridiculousness. Okay, you ready for me? Good night, Brenda. Have a good one. If I was doing this, you know what I'd do? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm kind of big on continuity. So you probably actually already know the answer to this question.
Gotta admit, the watch is a lot more impressive than it was a couple of years back.
I would lay seeds. And I would put pieces in place that we may never be able to get around to, but I would lay seeds to tie in things for future games and future remakes. I'd be planning ahead, because it's me, and that's what I do.
My husband decided to go to the station and see if it had gotten any better.
The bombings made such a mess of everything.
Basically, yeah, Casual. I'm a big... I mean, I'm down with backloaded storytelling, but I'm a big proponent of front-loaded storytelling, so... I would have already mapped out a few ways to connect 7 to a few other things. Chrono Trigger, excuse me. Sorry.
There's this one weirdo who lives there too.
No, not FF... Screw FF10. No, we need to make connections that are actually worthwhile and make sense.
I was gonna jump on that empty room at Stargazer Heights, but someone beat me to it.
I like how they emphasize the gap in between the plates now, too. It was never really all that obvious in the original. I'd have to think about it, Bio. Did we buy stuff yet? Yeah, looks like not. No, I said stop.
Probably so crowded because everyone else is stuck down here.
Who the hell knows?
So, you know the whole work up, live down thing? They won't examine your eye because of the current crisis? Question mark. That's kind of weird, period. Thank you very much, Command and Conquer. Very much appreciate, sir. But yeah, in all seriousness, I don't think 10 or 7 connect well thematically, literally, in terms of world building, in terms of gelling concepts or ideas. Just, there's no gelling there. Like, that would be an interesting challenge. So, Symphony Night, you got it. That'd be an interesting creative challenge, because there is something, in my opinion, there's something enjoyable about trying to write something that doesn't fit, that's hard to write, and trying to make it work. But I still wouldn't do it. You know, I still would be like, no. That's a creative exercise for fun, not something I actually want to do.
A friend of mine's an aspiring actor. Stamps the one.
By contrast, I mean, the parallels between Genova and Lavos are real, you know?
Just some sketchy stores.
But if I did have to connect another FF to 7... Honestly, 9's my first thought.
We have to close up shop.
I know. Don't take your eyes off it!
Damn trainees.
Take your time now, okay?
We won't be getting any more shipments until the trains start again. Hopefully we'll get an update on the situation soon.
I'm not sure if I'd put 9 in the past or the future, because the idea would be the connection point is obvious, Terra. But also, FF9 also has a live stream. They don't call it that. We talked about that during both the Lore Run remake and during the review. Because 9 does have a live stream. In fact, it has 2 live streams, just like 7 does. A local live stream and a more large-scale live stream. It's the exact same system. They just call it different things. So, that's the most obvious connecting point. And yeah, there's a lot of thematic connections between the two as well. Unlike 10. Don't mistake me, I like 10, but 10 is despair and spiral of death and horribleness. That's kind of the point, is how, you know, how stagnant and how the society nearly died, you know? Like, they were on the path to literal extinction in 10. Not because of some evil villain who wants to blow up the world, but just for frickin' cuz. Like, there was no greed there. There was no, haha, I'll get richer. No, it was just the system was set up. Thank you, Battle Programmer. Thank you very, very much, sir. Very much appreciate, sir. Thank you. And same with regards to, you know, putting those. That is to say, towards Trails of Cold Steel. I just gotta wait a moment. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Oh my god, why? Someone kept math. Damn it, Shadow Machine.
Don't you just love this material? It's so sleek. Wish I could dry my clothes in cleaner air.
Now that is a low-res JPEG. The Chocobo poster? Good lord.
It's magic. Hides all the stains.
Take a picture, why don't you?
Well, I mean, I could disable the notification for donations, but then I wouldn't know if people were donating. That's actually why the notification is there, so I know people are donating. I know whom, I know how, and I know how much. That's actually the entire purpose behind that system. So...
Think we could get some money if we...
Our daughter deserves to go to a good school, Thompson.
Thank you, Shadow Machine. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you very, very much, sir.
I wish I could live topside like her.
And I've put those to its KOTOR 2. Yes, we are on a PS4 Pro with an SSD.
Everyone's worried they're gonna run out of money soon.
It's a sad day when people care more about what's in their wallet than what's happening to the planet.
Topical. But also kind of dismissive. Because what's in their wallet is relevant for whether or not they get to eat or sleep.
Johnny's not a bad guy, but he's a pretty big...
What? They're talking about Johnny. Where's Johnny?
I know.
Where's Johnny? Are you Johnny?
Hello there. You must be that friend of Tifa's I've heard so much about. The mercenary? I've got fingers in a few pies myself. Worked with a lot of businesses. Even Seventh Heaven, on occasion. What I'm saying is, you and me, we're not so different. And certainly not complete strangers. In fact, I want you to think of me as family. You know, an uncle or maybe a distant relative.
Sure thing, Johnny's father.
Oh, while I have you here, you wouldn't happen to be interested in grappling guns, would you? Great for getting up or down in a jiffy. I ordered some for a client, but I accidentally added a 0, and now I have a ton to spare. Was thinking of setting up an attraction where you jump from the top of the Shinra building. You know, for the adrenaline junkies. But the fellas at Shinra didn't think it was such a great idea. Hey, Merc, what's with the glum face? You know, you ought to meet my son, Johnny. He'll turn that frown upside down. He's got a big old heart and a real way with people. Can't help but cheer him up. Or maybe that's just how I see him, because he's my son.
It's funny, because Johnny was actually really pathetic and whiny in the English translation of the original FF7.
Hello there. You must be that... I've got fingers...
Also probably at least partially because of the fact that he's mostly cut content. Like, there's supposed to be a whole Johnny side quest in FF7, which there is not.
You a Seventh Heaven regular? You don't look the type, huh?
Hey man, check it out. This song's pretty sweet, ain't it?
No.
You like
like it? You feeling it? Have a copy.
We're just gonna leave that forever and never think about it. Oh, there's definitely some slight anachronisms, but ones that mostly make sense.
Gotta love him for who he is.
I know.
By the way, to continue the continuity thing from earlier, I don't really have anything against connecting 10 and 7, but if you're going to do it in a way that means something. Do it in a way that adds something. Because the actual connection is, oh, by the way, 7 is totally the future of 10, kind of. In a way that means nothing and affects nothing and has nothing to do with anything. In fact, to be completely blunt, the far plane is less live stream than the live stream is. Because the way it works, as we discussed during the low run. So it doesn't even connect literally, like, say, 9 and 7 do. Also, Cat.
Might have dinner at 7th Heaven tonight.
I wouldn't eat at the 7th Heaven. I hear the food's terrible. All they have is pizza.
Morning.
Hey.
Just so you know, Marlene's still asleep.
Yeah, another good one,
Let's get down
April.
to business, shall we?
Huh?
These water filters won't replace themselves. Although the next batch probably could, if Jessie put her mind to it. Most every home in the area has one. Folks love them because they practically eliminate the rotten egg smell. Honestly, they make us more money than...
Practically eliminate. Not completely eliminate. I mean, I've lived on the street, okay? I've literally lived in a ditch before. So... I have to point out when fiction does something like this and makes it so normal. Because that's the trick. That's good world building right there. When you know that this kind of this kind of existence is status quo.
this place. And it's easy money, too. We bring new filters, collect the old ones, and get paid. What?
Give me a break. I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier.
Which is why no one will refuse to pay. What do you say? Please?
Could you go gather the money for me because you have a giant sword?
Let's get this over with.
Great. And while we're at it, I'll give you the grand tour.
Oh, that's funny. Hang on, gotta get the song. Or just use the song. Oh, okay. Nope, that was Get. We have Tifa's theme now.
Go ahead and keep whatever we collect. Seeing as you didn't bring any luggage, I'm guessing there's stuff you need to buy.
Thanks.
And don't worry.
Yeah, sorry, like, I want to say 3 days ago, something like that. Maybe 4 days ago at this point. I was kind of in a jar. Bathed in Mako.
We'll pay you the difference after. Barrett's not making his rounds too.
As long as I get it all today.
I actually like this Tifa too, but then again, I like all of them. You'll notice one really small point. Really tiny point. You notice when Eris was on screen earlier. And she... How do I phrase this? I mean, look at her, right? She's wearing pink, and she's got this delicate features, and she's all smiley. And when Cloud is like, back off, she's like, oh, really? It was just a tiny little thing, but it helped to showcase the Eris personality we'll be getting to in the future.
All the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter your needs.
Hey there. Here to change out your water filter.
Tifa, baby, how you doing? Been waiting for you to... Wait, who's he?
Cloud's in charge of collections. He'll take your money.
Sounds like a pretty sweet gig. If you ever need...
That is the prelude theme from FF10. The exact theme.
someone to fill in, I'm your man.
In your dreams, maybe.
Huh?
Cloud! Since we're here, maybe we should do a little shopping.
Suppose I could take a
Like,
look.
it's a little distorted, but yeah, that is the FF10 prelude theme. What do you got? Ois materia. How much gil do I have? Oh, I've got a little bit. So there you go. The connections between 10 and 7 confirmed. Hey, there it is. Yeah, sure. Okay, now it's changed. Eh.
Thanks. If you're ever in the market for anything else, drop on by. Especially if Tifa's with you.
We'll see you around.
Wait, why is his head flying through the window? It's so strange. And without the rest of his body attached.
All the items you could want, straight from the place.
He's a regular. Stock up here and he might throw in a freebie or two.
For you, maybe.
Well, you could try being a little nicer.
To get free shit? Not my style.
Our next stop is Stargazer Heights. Landlady's a client.
Just met her.
Then you know what to expect. Remember, she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please?
Ugh, do I have to be?
Just imagine if rich people start thinking it's safer down here than on the plane.
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group called Avalanche.
Nothing to report. Maintaining surveillance.
Hey, Marl. Got some filters for ya.
Tifa, my dear, dear girl. Oh, what's he doing here?
Working?
Be nice. Cloud's helping me with collections.
You'd better take care of her.
I'm pretty good at taking care of myself, you know.
That I do. Still, better him than you. No charm, no wit. Big sword, but no skills.
Hey.
I've got skills.
Be nice.
Love how defensive he got there.
Doing my best.
You're looking awfully glum. Are you getting enough sleep? A good long rest will cure anything, I tell you.
A tried and true lesson for life on the ground floor. Am I right?
That you are. Now, your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
This is how an inn works. God, we're in the tutorial. We're still in the tutorial.
Great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while now?
5 years, give or take. But never mind that.
Absolutely.
We've got to get you your money. Last stop is the weapons store.
We gotta learn about something else that was spoiled for me.
Hey, if it isn't Tifa.
You'll get it. You here for the filter?
Hey! That last filter didn't do shit!
We're so sorry about that. Hopefully this one will work better.
Save your excuses and get out!
All right. If you could just settle your bill, we'll be on our way.
The hell? You charging me for your busted-ass goods?
My associate handles payment disputes.
Think you can mosey up in here and have it your way?
Pretty please.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done with our rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the weapons?
Well, when will Barrett be back with the rest?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so... what do you want to do?
Side quests, I guess.
In that case, I've got a suggestion. Want to hear it? If you're serious about becoming a merc, then you're going to need to start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know, you know?
Another lesson for life on the ground floor?
Yep. Connections get you jobs. Jobs build your rep. And more rep gets you better connections.
I can't tell what I think of the fact that so much of the song around Sector 7 slums here is actually just been a riff, I say just, I shouldn't be so dismissive, has been a riff on the Overworld theme.
How do I start?
Why not help out the Neighborhood Watch? They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know people.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office, so let's head up top.
By the way, this is a good time to mention that
I wonder.
I am going to be doing a fairly large amount of the side quests because that's part of my job and I am a reviewer. And Lord knows I could think of at least 3 RPGs off the top of my head where the side quests are better than the main quests, so...
Family safe and with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection. Speak with our friendly staff to find the perfect...
We gotta do something about the monsters on Scrap Boulevard.
I'll head on down there first thing tomorrow.
Not alone, you won't.
Huh. Didn't know you were holding down the fort.
Huh? Oh, hey, Cloud. Looking to join the neighborhood watch?
That depends. What does this neighborhood watch do?
Lots of stuff, really. Our top priority is taking care of any beasts that wander into town. That, and teaching the locals how to defend themselves.
Like they say, the only one who will look out for you is you.
Cloud's a great fighter, but only we know that. If no one knows him, no one will hire him. Thought if he joined the watch, he could get his name out there.
That would work for everybody.
Truth be told, we could really use your help. We can't pay you in gil, but we'll work something out. For example... Aha! What about your sword? I could mod it for you.
No thanks. It's fine just the way it is.
What? You some kind of purist? I know I'd never pass up a chance to improve my gear. Come on. At least let me show you how it's done.
Hold up. We've been challenged. Can we think of a JRPG with good side quests? Not counting FF6. Oh, really? Question mark. Admittedly, that made me smile thinking about that, period. I hope it's comfortable, period. Ooh, that's fair. Chrono Trigger. There you go. Chrono Trigger and FF6. We're good. Sure. So, this was spoiled for me. By PAX, don't worry, it wasn't anybody in Discord or anything like that. But you can upgrade and learn, you get skills for having weapons, and if you upgrade and level up the weapon, you keep the skill afterwards, aka the FF9 system. Yeah, Dragon Quest XI would count. I'll give that. Oh my god.
All set? Needless to say, you'll have to try it out to appreciate the difference.
Thanks.
We'll do you one better. Spread the word to everyone who'll listen about the new merc in town.
Between him and Wedge, there isn't anyone they don't know.
I'll march through the streets singing your praises, even on an empty stomach.
Just get some food, dude.
Where are these monsters?
Don't pull a me.
Scrap Boulevard. Good hunting.
Hey, Cloud, I'll come with.
No, I've got this.
But you don't know the way, do you?
Lead on.
Sure thing. I know these streets better than anyone.
I mean, if we're being honest, being paid an exposure is incredibly valuable in a lot of fields, especially as a merc. Or, if well, let's just call it what it is, an adventurer. You know what being a good adventurer means? You can charge more. Never mind the fact that you get more jobs and, you know, you can be pickier about the jobs you take.
You'll be ready to hit up Jesse.
Hold on. Don't tell me you're making that face because you think it looks cool, are you?
No, this is just how my face normally looks.
Boulevard is out west. Past the barricade's supposed to keep the monsters out. Anyway, we should prepare, just in case.
Nah, I'm fine. Oh, you mean for you. Right. What do you got, Tifa? No, down. There we go. Is interesting. That's also true, right? Just him. So the materia screen is back, and the equipment screen seems to be pretty decent. It's not at the level of, say, FF6, and I'm not just saying that because I'm biased, but as I demonstrated during the FF6 review, FF6 has, like, the best combination of convenience features of all of the FFs. But it's still pretty good. I'll need to see it with a full party to really judge it.
If any harm comes to her...
Shut up.
Here's Scrap Boulevard.
Hi, Mother Mirset.
I can see why monsters would feel right at home.
And the more we pile up, the more they show up.
Yeah, no kidding, J. Maria Grewell. And I agree. Hello, hello. I just bought an ice materia. Ah, whatever. Thank you very much, Ben Smack. Very much appreciate, sir. Thank you. If you know where you want to put that one for increasing priority, please let me know. Whatever. She is now the Ice Queen. There you go. I actually love how many people are protective of her, because it makes perfect sense. She's kind of beloved, right? I appreciate not warning me, Kate. Really.
And there's our first challenger. Show me what you got, Cloud.
That's that.
Hang in there!
Keep it together.
Yeah, okay, get off her. Nobody likes grapple rolls. I was gonna play as Tifa, and then she got grappled.
So that's what a soldier looks like in action.
This was just a warm-up.
I'll bet. Let's keep at it.
I mean, okay, let's be real for a second. Like, Cloud is probably really attractive. I mean, he's awkward and adorable, and extremely well-built, and he's super strong. I can see the appeal. It's just... Damn it, Tifa.
Deal with that.
Let's see how this works out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too late.
So far, they look fine to me, Jim Urguel. They look like the originals, but modified to look like they're actually people rather than blocks. I actually do like this original song that's been playing for a bit now. I've been liking the music in general. We're probably going to get to at least another music positive. Very likely.
See ya!
Now, I gotta test that. Hang on. I gotta test that. Give me a second.
You're good at this. Charging in like it was nothing.
You too. It's a little surprising.
Well, I've been here 5 years now. If you don't look out for yourself, no one else will. By the way, that one's gonna be on the test.
This a lesson?
I'll learn if you don't. All right. I think that might be the last of them.
He won't stay gone for long.
Of course not. Even so, folks will be grateful for the peace and quiet in the meantime. A win's a win, you know?
True.
I've never really agreed with that.
Wonders for your rep. Right. Let's go check in with Biggs and Wedge.
I already found that out. In fact, I was trying to test something, J. Maria Graywall, and I keep not doing it because I keep being stupid. Hey, Sector 7th month. Go ahead, this. And yeah, I was gonna say, let's be honest. One of the things that even the most vile detractors—that's not what I mean. Even some of the most extreme detractors of FF13 tend to agree that there's some good music there. I personally actually really love a lot of the music in 13. It's got kind of a Sonic 06 thing going for it. Well, I didn't mean vile. Like, I meant like they were spitting vile at it, you know, or like, you know, that kind of thing. People who are actually kind of horrible and vile. What? I don't like FF13 either, guys, but we can be civil about it. And yeah, I should have said bile rather than vile. But listen, I'm secretly Japanese, so I get my consonants confused, and then Final Cloud gives me $1, and then I stab him. There we go, we're good. It kind of is, Max Time. FF13 is the Sonic 06 of Final Fantasy. In my opinion, of course. I've never reviewed it. I've never reviewed it. Someday, I will review that game. And I will hate myself for it.
Searching for candidates. I hear you sell.
Got new numbers for Monster Slaying this month. Check them out.
Gotta stay focused. Do mercenaries?
You hear someone got rid of all monsters on scrap?
Hey, it's that guy who will do anything you ask.
Back already?
Got every last one, too. Now the slum should be safe.
For 5 seconds.
Good job. Meanwhile, we told everyone we could about you.
So I heard.
Yeah, no kidding. You notice all the banter changed on the way back, by the way?
I've got to ask, though. What did you tell them?
It's all right. All you gotta do is keep up the good work. It'll pay off soon enough, I promise.
How's the sword, by the way?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Oh. You okay?
I'm fine.
Been meaning to ask. After you left the village...
It's a long story.
I've got time. Why don't you tell me all about it while we try to rustle up some more work for you?
That sounds great! I'll come too!
Oh, no you won't.
What?
Run along now, you two.
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe next time.
Huh?
No fair!
Think about it for a second. They haven't seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Okay, that's great right there.
Before we get back to it, why don't you check out the weapons?
No need.
Come on, the dealer's probably heard all about you by now. Might treat you better.
I don't know about that.
There's that overworld theme again.
You hear someone got rid of all the monsters on Scrap Boulevard?
You know, there's a hole in the break room roof. We should probably get that fixed.
Monster Slaying has been updated. Got new numbers for
Oh,
Monster
jeez.
Slaying this month. Check them out.
Hold up. Heard there's a merc that'll take on any monster. You the man?
Word spreads fast around here.
What if I am?
Sorry about before. I get antsy when business is slow. Man in your line of work needs weapons, no? Why not try that one on for size? Yours on the house. Badass like you rocking my weapons is good advertising. Think about it.
Yeah, if I could say one thing really quick. It always makes me wonder, like, how much of this we're supposed to take as writ and not. And I'm going to explain what I mean really quick. So, look at the Buster Sword, right? Like, that thing's ridiculous, right? Huh. That's interesting. I'm going to mute myself for a moment while I kill a wasp. No, I'm actually pretty good at killing insects. Sometimes I wonder how much of these things we could take as read when it comes to actually analyzing them. Because one of the things that could be done is it could be emphasized just how superhuman Cloud is by the fact that he is so effortlessly wielding these swords with one arm. I'm going to demonstrate for a second. You see this? This is my Frostmourne, okay? You see this thing? This is pretty heavy. It's probably not as heavy as the Buster Sword. I'm going to wait patiently for that to finish. There we go. Now, I am very fond of this thing. But the reason I bring this up is, well, I can wield it one-handed. You can't see it, of course, but I'm doing the exact same pose he was doing, and it's shaking a bit because of the strain. Because, here, I'll try to pull it. You can kind of see how it's wobbling and shaking a bit, because that is hard to do, holding that up like that. This is designed to be a two-handed weapon. And you notice now it's not wobbling at all, because I got it just fine, see? And I'm pointing this out because, again, that could just be anime. I mean, that's how that works, right? There's just anime when it comes to the design of weapons in games. Or it could actually be that this is showcasing the level of strength and, again, reality-altering nature that Cloud and Genova in general have. Because as we've talked about before, that is kind of Genova's shtick, is being metaphysical. Yeah, exactly. So who was that? Thank you very much, McGibbles. Very much appreciate the sub. Thank you. If you know where you want to put that for increasing priority in a future stream, please let me know. Yeah, Cloud literally did jump 10 times his own height, and everyone just kind of seemed it was normal. Is that because it's anime, or FF, or is that actually storytelling? And this, of course, is the reason why I brought this whole topic up.
Fine.
Or if you want to take a look at something else.
Just a look.
What do we have? Oh, a star bangle. That's interesting. It's actually worse in every way than the iron bangle, except it's got another slot. So that lines up. Also true, Cashel. Yeah, I know, exactly, Wilking. Dropping from a huge height is just kind of a normal thing in the FF series. Which, you know, whatever. Ha! A one-use life 3.
Don't be a stranger.
Hey, it's the thing I was just talking about.
Since you've got yourself a new weapon, let's see if we can't put it to good use. Come on, let's go chat up Weimer.
Who?
The guy who tracks all the requests that come to the watch. You never know. Could toss some work your way.
Where's he at?
Oh, he should be back at the office by now.
And I will put it towards Earthbound. McGibbles, thank you again. And yeah, I was going to say, if you ever want to know just how ridiculous these stunts are in real life, look into the behind the scenes of the Matrix trilogy. No joke. Because they had to solve the functional practicality of making human beings do maneuvers that they can't. And it was interesting. Like, it was actually legitimately fascinating, the methods they came up with to make that stuff work.
I hear you sell
Searching
swords.
for candidates.
Introduce yourself to the other merchants.
Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
Ah, you don't say. Well, we're always on the lookout for experienced fighters to help us deal with the bigger critters.
I'll take on anything. For the right price, that is.
Experienced and cocky, huh? If it's a challenge you want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can't find you some more.
Thanks.
Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. Sizable weapon. Excellent cardiovascular health and impressive lung
What's on his backpack strap?
perfectly balanced muscle and bone structure. An optimal candidate. My name is Chadley. I'm an intern for Shinra's Research and Development Division.
I work for Scarlet. She's such a nice lady.
I hope you'll be interested in helping me with my research. Please accept this as a down payment. I would like you to set that assess materia in your equipment and use it to gather intelligence in battle. This data will help me to develop new types of materia.
I'm not interested in working for Shinra.
You should know that I work actively to undermine Shinra's efforts. I'm sure you of all people can appreciate the tremendous power of materia, as well as how it might be wielded against your corporate enemies.
Oh god, it's hope.
And if you later decide that I am not worthy of your trust, you can do what you do best.
I will hold you to that.
I will murder you, even though you're a child. Yes, good, good.
Excellent! Then we shall work together so long as you deem fit. Once you've completed your task, please return and report to me.
So, this is probably a good time to mention that this is another thing that was spoiled for me. Basically, it was very simple. You should do all of these, lore. Now, fortunately, I am already inclined to do so anyways, because it's me. That does mean that we're going to have to pull this up. Let's just do this. So now we have a slot permanently taken up by Scan. So there's all the quests. Apparently I missed a jukebox? Oh no, that's the jukebox. I was going to say. Yes, it is break time. Thank you for reminding me. This is actually probably a fantastic break time, because it looks like the next step is go do quests. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to... we're going to do this. I'm going to save over that. See you around, Omni. Now, I want to test something real quick before we... What? So here's a little factoid that some of you may not be aware of. I want you to imagine that you're playing Final Fantasy VI for a second, okay? And I want you to imagine that you're going through a dungeon and you forgot to save, and then you get to this one point, and you get to the boss, and the boss kills you, okay? And then the game over screen happens, and then you're back at the save point, the last save you made, right? Did you know that several things carry forward despite the fact that you died, including your experience and your levels? It's actually one of the only FFs to approach it in that particular manner, and in fact there's several glitches and bugs you can exploit because of how much stuff carries forward into the... basically is kept in memory after you die. It's not something that comes up much. FF6 isn't exactly a hard game. But yeah, you can... apparently you can just trigger that here. Interesting. Pretty similar, J. Maria Graywall. It's a little different, but it is still similar. And yeah, there you should see the 20-minute FF6 speedrun to see someone really abusing that. But what I want to do really quick is I'm going to go to the title screen. Yeah, I can't wait to play this on the PC with, you know, faster load times. Yes, Kay, that's not a joke. So, that's what I thought. There is an autosave. It looks like a pretty good autosave, too. In fact, at a glance, that looks like an event autosave. I wanted to see if there was one. Or I can just hit continue. Yeah, or PS5. I just wanted to see what it was real quick, like. We are going to chop off and never stream again until about an hour from now. See you guys in about an hour.